Welcome back to the Division 2. I've just spent the last hour trying to actually create this video, and it's seeming to be a lot harder than I anticipated. 7 Days to Noon challenged me to try DARPA Research Labs on challenging running it solo, and I tried killing two birds with one stone of doing this comparison, the Eagle Bearer versus the Chameleon, and I tried doing it whilst I was running that mission. It did not go to plan. I wiped like 10 plus times. And what I'm trying to do is get a mission completion without wiping once. Just one time for both these guns, because I want to check the summary at the end. The reason I'm doing it in a mission is because everyone has always said that there are inconsistencies with the shooting range on this game. So I thought I'd put it to the test in a mission. What we're going to be doing is running Grand Washington Hotel on challenging, once with the Eagle Bearer, once with the Chameleon. And I'm going to be having a look at the summary at the end of each run. And I want to compare times, accuracy, because I'm not going for loot or anything. The only piece of loot I would pick up would be Sawyer's knee pads. That's all I need in this game right now. And pretty much every other piece is irrelevant because the expansion is dropping very soon. So what I'll do quickly is take you into the build. I'm using the same build on both runs. I'll just be switching out the weapons. My Eagle has 25.4k damage, the Chameleon has 18.5, but obviously it's got a faster RPM. If you are unaware of what the talents are, this is Tenacity and Eagle Strike. If you pause the video for a moment so you can read those in depth if you want to. And then down here you have Protected Fire, which is the holstered talent. And then going over to the Chameleon, you have less talents, but it's basically a 3-in-1 where you get headshots, body shots and leg shots. Then you've got Overlap, which is the holstered talent for this one. And we're going to jump straight into it. I'm hoping I can have this done within these next two runs. But I've tried it on GWH as well and I've wiped. It turns out it's not actually my build. I'm trying to speedrun this, so I'm not grabbing any loot or anything, and I'm pushing too much. So I'm being far too aggressive, and that's why I keep dying. But I need to try and do that, and I need to try and speedrun just to see which weapon delivers the fastest time. So let's jump into the mission. And let's hope and pray the enemies don't run a mile away and go to the nearest piece of cover. This first bit will be easy. It's just these 3 enemies. Where are you shooting, mate? I disappeared like a week ago. See, restocking's obviously going to add some extra time on. And the runs aren't going to be identical. But I can at least check the accuracy and see. I don't know if damage will be affected. It's kind of tough because every run you do of a mission anyway is always going to be different. It's pretty much just going to have to be down to my personal experience and what I believe is the better weapon. Because if I really do believe the Chameleon is much better than the Eagle Bearer, then there's no point for people to try and run the raid. You can just go for targeted loot. Because the Eagle Bearer is obviously exclusive to Operation Dark Hours raid. Whereas the Chameleon, you can literally farm any targeted loot area or mission. And today it's the White House region. So anywhere around the White House, if you're doing activities, you can get it to drop on any difficulty. It's just the higher the difficulty, the better the chance. But it's probably about 500 times easier to get the Chameleon than it is to get the Eagle Bearer. I really think in terms of accuracy, the Eagle Bearer is going to do better, just because the Chameleon's accuracy sucks. Just make sure you are prepared to see the summary at the end of this. My accuracy sucks. It is so bad sometimes. Okay, got rid of that turret guy. Got rid of Saint. Back down to the atrium we go. I'm not going to touch the turret down here. I'm literally going to Eagle Bearer the whole thing, and then next run we'll Chameleon the whole thing. So far I'm feeling like it's a pretty decent time. Like under 15 minutes. How? Oh, that's added a few seconds on. Ta-da! We did it. Okay, let's have a look at that. Challenging World Tier 5, GWH, 13 minutes 48. I'm going to expand this. My accuracy was 52%. Okay, I'm writing notes down just so I don't forget the comparison when it comes to the Chameleon completion. So let's have a look. I know it's challenging, so let's go EB 13 minutes 48. We got 52% accuracy, 80 kills. I'm gonna say damage taken doesn't really count because it's how good the gun is, not how good my survivability is. So damage dealt 59,441k. I'm guessing that's like 59.4 million. Damage dealt to names, we'll just go for 5.4 mil. 15 headshot kills. 59.4. Yeah, so it's 59.4 million damage. We have a 33 crit percent and a 44 crit damage percent. So that's the Eagle Bearer. Obviously the missions would have been cut down so the video isn't like 35 minutes, 40 minutes long. And what I'm going to do now is go and reset the mission. In fact, I'm actually going to do it like this because it's a lot quicker. Back to challenging is going to put us in a loading screen. Then we're going to run it with the Chameleon and see the differences in the stats at the end of the mission. Okay, so we switched over to the Chameleon now. It's got a lot less damage as the base stat, but it's got a higher RPM. So we've got the Eagle Bearer stats for this mission. Hopefully this is a one take and I don't have to run this mission several times. Obviously the enemies are going to be different, so we're going to have to just do the comparison right at the end. Oh, that's... Are you actually serious? No, please don't go down. Don't go down. Do not go down. Come on, open the door. Thank you. Right, back to the atrium. I'm going to do the same again. No mounting that turret. I'm literally just going to shoot the door down with the Chameleon. If it's strong enough to actually get that door down. It doesn't feel as strong as the Eagle Bearer. It's a faster rate of fire though. There we go. Mission complete. Oh my god. I finally got this comparison done. It's taken me just over an hour and a half to do it. View that summary. So, comparing it, it did take us 1 minute longer. Challenging World Tier 5 GWH, 1445 on the Chameleon. Our accuracy was 46%. That's actually better than I thought it was going to be. 46% accuracy. 77, so 3 kills less. Damage dealt though, 3 kills less, but we dealt 60... I'm going to say 60.5 mil. Where's the named enemy damage? There, 6.5. Again, 15 headshot kills. And then we had 38% crit and 48% crit damage. So, overall, between the two weapons, it took us literally 57 seconds longer to do the mission with the Chameleon. We had 6% less accuracy, 3 kills less, but we dealt 1.1 million extra damage, and that 1.1 mil extra was to named enemies. We got exactly the same amount of headshot kills, and we had 5% more crit percentage, and we had 4% more crit damage. So overall, we did have to deal more damage, but we did have to kill less enemies. It took us nearly a minute longer, which isn't very good. And I thought that felt like a really quick run with the Chameleon as well. So, my verdict, because obviously, is it going to be worth all the hassle of doing the raid? You need to get 8 players together. You need to know what you're doing for all 4 of the bosses. You need to have a successful run. You can only have a chance at the crate at the end once per week. And it's a very low drop chance. So, overall, the Eagle Bearer is slightly better than the Chameleon. It's definitely more accurate. Although you do have the proc of getting double weapon damage with the Chameleon, all you have to do to get that to proc is 60 shots to the body. So overall, the Eagle Bearer is a little bit better, but I would say if you don't have the Eagle Bearer and you don't have the Chameleon, the best one to go for is the Chameleon because it's so much easier to get hold of. They are both fantastic assault rifles. But in this comparison, the Eagle Bearer does slightly win it because it was 57 seconds faster and we had to get more kills in the mission. Damage doesn't really come into it. The amount of enemies you have to kill because you have to acquire different targets. There's more targets to aim at. So the Eagle Bearer slightly edges it, but overall it's not worth doing the raid if you want an exotic assault rifle. The Chameleon is good enough. Just make sure that you try and stay fairly close to your enemies, because at range, the thing is horrible. But that's going to do it for the video. Let me know your thoughts and stuff in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.